Hey, what's up guys, Matt here and welcome to another video. So today I'm going to be showing you the top 3 ways that I affect my audio within my videos while I'm editing in Adobe Premiere. Let's go. Never go slow on the park like a rhino. Alright, so I have this video clip here, just a little snippet of a video that will be, I'm assuming, released at some point. So we're gonna go ahead and bring everything back. So here's the raw video. Let me take off all my effects here. So essentially I'm gonna show you the 3 steps that you should go through every video, no matter what video you have. So essentially you're gonna go through, first and foremost, organize your clips. So audio 1, track 1, I'm gonna leave all my dialogue, and track 2, I'm gonna leave, say, my music. Now I'll leave track 3 and 4 for effects, transition noises, anything like that, but keep it organized throughout your entire video. So as you can see, there's a full video here, but I'm just using this little snippet. So essentially go ahead and select all of your tracks. So each specific track. So this one's just gonna be dialogue, right? So you're gonna go over to your essential sounds panel, which if that's not open, open it up, window, essential sound, go there. First we're gonna sort everything by their audio type. Now Premiere is really smart and we're gonna let a lot of its tools do some work for us. So the more you can rely on automation, the faster your edits are and the more you can output and get paid or produce. So go ahead and we're gonna hit under loudness, we're gonna go ahead and hit auto match, and that's just gonna bring us to a good point of reference for our audio. We're gonna do the same thing over here. So this is music, so we're gonna click music and auto match. Now it's gonna do the best that it can to kind of guess where our levels are gonna be. Hey, what's up guys? But as you can tell, the audio is still way too loud, right? So we're gonna go ahead and move on. So with this, you can play around if you mute or solo this track. So we'll solo just our audio track. Max, we're here at the... You can go ahead and repair this. There's different ways you can do that. You can reduce noise. There's specific reduction tools in here, as well as clarity, enhancing of speech. But generally, I feel like, you know, I'm recording. Air show is kind of almost back. We're using a pretty nice lavalier setup, and it does a lot of processing on the unit to actually get the audio clip to sound pretty good right in the camera. So I'm gonna go ahead and hey, what's up? Leave it as is. I guess I could reduce the noise a tiny bit. So let's maybe reduce it like 0.3. Hey guys, it's Max. We're here at the as you can see, if you leave last day of sun, it makes it pretty tinny and kind of robotic sounding. So I'm just gonna leave it 0.2. Just gonna check out a few more things, talk to a couple more people. It just kind of gets rid of that white noise in the background of people walking around, just a little bit, but it's still enough in there to kind of set the scene and have that ambiance. All right, so moving on to the second step. So that was our first one, essential sound panel. We're gonna actually come back to that in a little bit. So if we go under window, if it's not open already, and we're gonna open up the audio track mixer for your sequence. Make sure it's the audio track mixer, not the audio clip mixer. Then you're in a bad spot and you really want it to affect the entire track and not the individual clip. Once that's open, it'll look something like this. Pretty plain. You just have your left and right kind of stereo mixing and your volume knobs and stuff like that. We're gonna click this little caret in the top left, and we're gonna apply 2 things here. Generally, these are my go-to. You can mess around. There's a bunch of cool effects in here, and I'd recommend kind of messing around just so you know what they all do. But essentially under the main mix, which is your master output when you render, so you have your audio 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are my channels down here, and they all go through the main mix in the end. Think of it like a big funnel. So I'm gonna click on a drop down. We're gonna add under amplitude and compression, we're gonna add dynamics. You can double click on that, and then we're gonna go right down to limiter. You can use auto gate, compressor, things like that. These are different ways that you can add kind of different effects to your audio. Play around with that, but I'm going to be showing you specifically the limiter here because this is just how to clean up your audio the best way you can, right? So the limiter I'm going to leave right at 6. So -6 dB, that's what we're going to use as our hard limit. So if you exit out of that, you'll notice, see if we can sell a slip. If I crank this, you'll notice it'll start peaking over here, which is generally a no-no, but on your output, it's going to be
thing or two, just
literally limited to -6. So you'll never clip on your output, which is really nice when you're, sharing on YouTube and people are going to be watching in their car, on their phone, on their TV. You want it to kind of sound the best that it can. And that kind of also gives you a nice baseline for all your videos, so you're not jumping around in audio. Then it's like TV or Hulu. One show will be louder than the other. Commercials, it's a pain. So generally, I'm gonna go ahead and
hanging out with the team,
crank the volume as much as I can on the voice channel.
And
so I'll leave it there. Now I'm gonna go under the voice channel. So audio 1. Over here, I'm gonna add just a quick single band compressor. Now the effects of this kind of vary depending on what mic you're recording on and things like that. But so something for me here, I guess I'll show you how it works in this edited video that you're watching. So this, I've been using a compressor over the channel for the entire time up until right now. And now you can kind of hear the difference. So we'll switch back and we'll keep talking and we'll switch back and we'll keep talking. And now you can kind of tell just how powerful that effect is just for that compressor. Essentially, it's that sound that every Twitch streamer or YouTuber has. It's really crisp and kind of poppy. So we're gonna go ahead and go back to Premiere, and we're gonna go ahead and just add what I'm gonna do in here, a voice over or a voice booster. So these three right here are gonna be my go-to: booster, over, voiceover, and then leveler. Leveler is good if you have a bunch of people talking, one person's quiet, you want to bring them up. It'll kind of do its best to do that. But essentially, I'm going to do voiceover.
During this air show, it's kind of almost back to,
so it's a little bit more crisp.
It's a normal. I feel good. I'm fully vaccinated. I haven't had to wear my mask the whole time.
With that, so it just kind of makes it pop, especially when you have music in the background. All right, so for the third and final thing that we're going to be working on today, we're going to go ahead and go down to our audio. So this is our song. We'll solo it. It's a pretty busy song, right? So you can turn it down as much as you want.
Sounding funny here in Florida. Just gonna check.
You can kind of do that if you want, or you can go ahead and leave it at 0. We're going to do the auto match again, and you can scroll down to ducking, which is really nice. So we're gonna lower the volume.
Check out a few more things, talk to a couple more people.
To its highest volume that you really want it. So this would probably be as loud as I would ever want it. And then we're gonna duck to vocals. So essentially, this is gonna automatically use AI to create ducking clips within your song. So it kind of just weaves your vocals or your talking head into your background audio. Now this effect can kind of be a little jarring if it's too slow or anything like that. So you do have to kind of dial things in. I like to leave mine right around -20 for the duck amount, and the fades I do right around 600 personally, just so it kind of pops back in. 625 is cool. We're gonna hit generate keyframes. And once that comes back, you're gonna notice it's already gonna kind of generated and ducked against Max's audio. So
hey, what's up guys, it's Max. We're here at the last day of Sun and Funny.
Notice how I can turn it up and it's staying low because Max is speaking.
Here in Florida.
But when he takes a breath or anything like that, you'll hear the audio kind of fade in.
Gonna check out a few more things, talk to a couple more people, see if we can sell a sling or two. Just me and Mike hanging out with the team. Just enjoying the Florida weather.
So again, depending on how busy the track is, that's gonna kind of dictate how effective this can be. Generally, if it's not gonna work kind of like that, where it's trying to pick up that background audio, you can either reduce the background audio with a noise reduction, which I don't really like. So I'm gonna go ahead and just turn off ducking. But that's my third recommendation. If you're doing something like this where I'm just talking head and you have a real clean audio feed, you can go ahead and do that. But if there's background noise, the AI is not going to do that great of a job. So what we're going to do is just go back here and kind of,
hey, what's up guys, it's Max.
Lower that audio to where it's a point of, -12.
We're here.
So if you notice, if we solo this, it's like right at -18 decibels. And notice how Max
Florida
is right up
just
there.
gonna check out,
and he cuts right through that audio perfectly fine. So again, -6 for your vocals or your voice, and then kind of -12 to -18 and even lower if it's a really busy track. Like this one could go even a smidgen lower and it wouldn't even be that bad. But again, those are kind of your safe spots for your audio, and applying with the hard limiter and the single band compressor on your voice and the overall loudness reduction, that's going to really help out the quality of your audio, which is arguably the most important part of all of our videos. So I hope this video helped you out a lot. If it did, drop the like, hit the subscribe, and smash the notification bell so you get notified next time I post one of these tutorials. And if you have any questions or anything that you'd like me to make a video on, go ahead and comment down below as well, and I'll address those, or possibly make it a full-on video and kind of just show you how I work. I'm not really, I'm a working professional in this. I'm not entirely school taught on all these programs. I'm very much self-taught on a lot of the stuff, and I've kind of built my own ways that I do things. So again, drop a question if you're confused, and let me know how your videos turn out with all of these effects. So thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.